every one of these kids that we have loved and we have lost have worked to make it better for the kids who will come behind them. Shea was actually one of my dear precious patients that I helped take care of during his treatment course.
He was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma on his 7th birthday, and Shea did everything in grand fashion, so his diagnosis was difficult for the doctors during his whole journey of 10 or 11 years.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a punch to the gut because it was somebody that you're so close with, somebody that you love so much, and all of a sudden, when you're a kid, it seems like the world's your toy box, and at that moment, it was like you started to see the fragility of life.
Shea passed in 2016, and he was 16 years old.
We talked to them about what they want to leave behind, how they want to be remembered after they're gone.
We started talking to the family saying, what kind of things did Shea really love? What could we do to kind of put his light out there?
Good job.
Our Pause program provides facility dogs to visit our kids in the hospital during treatment.
We met the lovely people at Rocky Mountain Children's Health Foundation and knew about Posey and kind of inquired, well, could you use another puppy?
The dogs just bring an instant calm when they walk in the room. They help take the tension out, they help settle people, they help us connect.
He loved animals, so it's really special to be able to have Posey, have Lemon here on site as a kind of a homage to Shea and how much he loved animals and how much they comforted him.
I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. When you get diagnosed, your life is put on hold for so long until you're done with your journey, and it feels like you missed out. I feel like still I'm kind of like lost sometimes. It's a little tough. You see all of these babies around you, and you're the only older one.
That's maybe one of the hardest parts of treatment in adolescents and young adults is in that stage in life, we're not supposed to be hanging out with our moms and our dads. We're supposed to be hanging out with our peer group. We're supposed to be getting support and making plans with and relaxing with people our own age.
That age group, they just don't have a lot of support. So I think what we're finally realizing in the last 1.5 to 2 years is what can we do as an organization to help some of those older kids? And we heard about Ryan's story.
Ryan was bigger than life. He was an amazing, outgoing, energetic, fun boy who lit the room up. He was an incredible human. Ryan was diagnosed with alveolar rhabdomyosarcoma in April of 2023. Ryan passed on Saturday, April 13th of 2024.
Oh boy, he was so fun. Ryan was so fun. When we first started talking to him about this idea of a teen space, he jumped right in. He was so excited about it because he recognized that he didn't have a place in the hospital that didn't feel like the hospital.
His vision was just getting out of the four walls of the room. After a while, the smells get to you. The thought of where you're at just becomes too much. And so sometimes he would bring his Xbox and try to connect it, and he would just entertain himself the best way that he knew how. Ryan loved sports. He loved music. He loved to play board games. He lived his life really big. And so I envision like things on the wall, just statements. Maybe other kids have other statements that impact their lives and help them kind of move forward.
I was diagnosed my senior year of high school. It was graduation week. I was 18. The friends in the beginning, they come to you and they're like, you know, we're so sorry for this. We're going to be here for you. And then eventually they slowly kind of fade away. You're always going to have like your inner circle of family, but friends is kind of different.
The Teen Lounge is a space where when they walk in the door of that room, they walk out of the hospital, where they can be in a place that is specifically designed for teens and young adults. And Shea's Village is helping us with that.
Shea would be so on board with it, and I know that he's in the background trying to make sure that we do right by him and Ryan to make this happen for kids so that they do have a place to come and have support for each other and can talk about their journey, because that's healing in and of itself.
Last year, I got an email from our social worker for the hospital, and she said, I have this young girl. She's the same age as you, so she kind of needs some people to lean on. It was really cool to see somebody the same age as me going through the same exact thing as me. So to have a place where you can come together with like friends and people who are the same age as you and say, did you see this? Did you see what happened? Did you talk to this nurse? Did you talk to this doctor? And I hope that it brings people together in the best way.
We're kind of hoping that this becomes a space where they can just come and relax, be themselves, forget that they're going through treatment, forget that they have this, disease, and they can just kind of hang out and play games or sit in the corner and, just shake their fist in the air if they want.
For the moments that they can just be kids is a beautiful gift, and he would be thrilled that this is happening.
He would be honored. He would be so proud that these kids can come here and have a place to just feel normal. He would be here. He would be in this room with these kids.
The support that Rocky Mountain Children's Health Foundation, that Shea's Village, the support they provide us is invaluable for us being able to go above and beyond in supporting the kids that come through Rocky Mountain Children's.
It's giving me goosebumps as we talk about it. Honestly, it's really incredible to me to see the influence that Shea had on everybody here. And he was just such a force of life.
Shea's Village is trying to pass on that legacy of hope, having that impact on families' lives who are going through those tough times. I think that's ultimately what he would want to do, is make their lives a little bit brighter.
The hope that comes from heartache are kids who saw beyond themselves to the people who would come after them. In the end, that's what we're all here for.